Hello, my name's Chris Oglesby. I'm Chief Executive of property company Bruntwood. Bruntwood have been trading for 40 years and own offices across Manchester, Liverpool, Leeds and Birmingham. Over that time, we've built up a portfolio of £1 billion worth of property and a development pipeline of another £1.5 billion. But the thing that really differentiates our business is our absolute focus on making our great cities greater. And we do that through the focus on what we call our 3 Cs, our communities, our customers and our colleagues. If you're looking to set up a business in Manchester, I think it's particularly the size and quality of the city's labour pool, which we've just seen transform over recent years. That and the quality of life then that the city can offer people that work here. For developers, for me, Manchester's big strength is its just very clear sense of strategy. When you're investing in the city, you understand where that city is going, and if you align your investment with that strategy, then we found it to be very, very successful. There's also something about the size and scale of the city. It's big enough that it's got real depth to its occupier market and real breadth to the sectors as well, and yet at the same time it's small enough that you can really understand the dynamics and what makes it tick, and therefore invest intelligently. I was born and brought up in Manchester and came back up in 1991. And if I look at the biggest changes I've seen in the city since then, it's first and foremost been the upskilling of the working population, which in turn then has attracted and grown a whole different range of quality of businesses. Add to that then the improvement in the transport infrastructure, which has then widened the labour pool further and allowed companies to attract people from a whole wider radius, and the city has just become a different place altogether. And then finally, I suppose, being a property man, yes, the city's been transformed physically as well. It looks completely different to the city I returned to in '91. It's never been a busier time at Bruntwood for new development projects, with over 1.5 billion of schemes underway. In Manchester city centre, we have our most exciting scheme to date at Neo, where the company are trying a whole range of new initiatives to completely revolutionise our customer proposition there. And down at Albert Square at Union, we've got the refurbishment of a major building right in the heart of the city centre, across the road from the town hall. Our biggest focus of development at the moment is down Corridor Manchester along Oxford Road, where we're working with the City Council and Network Rail on developing the strategic framework for Oxford Road, the redevelopment of Oxford Road Station. We're on site with our partners Select at Circle Square, where we're creating a new neighbourhood focused particularly on those growing technology businesses. Further down Oxford Road, we're working in partnership with Manchester Business School at the redevelopment of the business school, and a new retail precinct and hotel there. And again, then further down Oxford Road still, we're working with Central Manchester Foundation Trusts on the development of the next 2 phases of the City Labs developments. On the other side of Lloyd Street, at Manchester Science Park, we have the latest building, which is 70,000 square feet of probably the most technologically advanced office building in the country at the moment. That building is home to the Internet of Things demonstrator City Verve, and also to our new accelerator joint venture with Cisco My Idea. Further down south on the Princes Parkway in West Didsbury, we're working with Siemens and Manchester City Council on the further development of the Siemens site and another 150,000 square feet of commercial space there. The first two buildings will be going in for planning shortly. And then finally, at Oglesby Park, we're redeveloping the former AstraZeneca research headquarters there, 1.5 million square feet of space for companies particularly targeting the life sciences sector. This is our 12th year supporting Manchester at MIPIM, and it's something that's inked in the calendar every year. And the thing I particularly like about MIPIM is the fact that it's an opportunity to stand back and take stock and really look at the strategic direction of the city. And as I said earlier, as an investor in the city, we see it's really important that we align our strategy with the city's strategy. Secondly, I think, again, a reason that we really keep coming back is that Manchester does it so well. It's such a good reflection of our brand, and therefore it's just the right thing for us to do. And then finally, I suppose, yeah, it's fun. It's a good group of people, and there is a real strong sense of team spirit. So the number one thing we're looking to achieve out of MIPIM this year is to increase awareness of our strategy for developing property to support the science and the growing science and technology sectors in Manchester, but also across the wider Northern Powerhouse as well. I think it's a really good opportunity to, with all of the cities there, to also look at the links in with the other cities, both across the Powerhouse, and in fact we've got a session as well with some of the other key cities across Europe. The other thing, I guess, it has to be to give Howard a good send-off after all these years of MIPIM, where he's been the driving force behind making it such a great event for Manchester. The thing that excites me the most about the future of Manchester is just the quality of the people that we're continuing to attract and develop to the city. That and the growing sense of autonomy that we're getting as a result of devolution means that there really is a sense around the place at the moment that absolutely anything is possible.